So today we're going to talk about PDF templates. There may be times where we want to send out branded PDF templates to customers or end users typically. And here we can see an example of a PDF template which has some form fields already filled in, already created within it. So the process is, if I create my Informed app, I can then upload my PDF template and then through a mapping process link in the fields that are captured by Informed and drop them into the PDF template. So it's a pretty straightforward process. What I'll do is just build the beginnings of what the app will look like to give you an idea. I call this gas safety test. And within that section I can put a number field for the gas safe register number. I can put a text field. Duplicate that guy. So I've just replicated a couple of the fields at the top of the form there. I'll also add in a section at the end called sign off, and within that I'll put a signature, because if you want to map binary files, so signatures or photographs, onto the PDF template, there's a slightly different process. So I've got examples of both of them. I can then publish this. So I have my gas safety test. I'll give it the appropriate icon, and then through my web app I'm just going to quickly open it up and fill in some sample data. Put a signature in there and submit it. So that's the first process done. You create the Informed app. The next process is, or the next step in the process is to upload my PDF template into the Documents menu. So here I can call it gas safety test. I can link it to the app that I've just created, which is that one. I can upload this PDF template, which is in my downloads directory, which is that. Now during this process, Informed strips open the PDF and gets the name of all these PDF fields. So if I look at this in Adobe Acrobat, you can see the field names that have been created in Adobe or whatever process was used to create this PDF template. So once I've updated that, I can then map these together by clicking on the app mapping button. Now the first one I want to map is gas safe register number. So I look down here, to that one, and I can link it into the gas safe register number. Registered engineer's name, will go into there. Gas safe register number. Now for the signature, I'm just going to use the first field in here. It could be mapped to any field. Now you see when I attach it to either a signature or a photo, I'm given some extra options. So where do I want the signature to appear on the PDF file? So I give it a width of say 50 pixels. I need it to be on page 1, and this is really a kind of a guessing game. So X position 10, Y position 50 as an example, and you may have to iterate this a bit. I can save that. And now if I open that arrow there, I can see that I've already submitted one, the data I submitted earlier. I can now view that within the PDF template. So you can see now I've got my blue text being dropped into the PDF file, and I've got my signature appearing here. You could, by changing the XY coordinates, get that to appear down here. Another tip is you can do this quickly by using the preview functionality within the app. So if I go back into my app, one thing to bear in mind is by default, Inform will create a PDF report. And the report is the auto-generated report, which contains all the field and the field names. If you wanted to use a PDF file, we call it a document. So I have to change here by clicking at the pencil at the top of the app. Instead of report, I needed to use a document. In this case, it's going to use a document that was associated with the app in the documents menu that I've already set up. So if I go into my web app, I can open up my gas safety test here. I can go test number 2. I can put my signature again, and instead of submitting it, I can click preview, which sends the data back to the server, and you can see very quickly I'm able to get some testing in here. So now I can go back into my documents. I can click on my mapping here. I can complete the mapping of the rest of the fields. And maybe I want this to be not so big. I want it to appear at a different location. I can save that. And now within my app, I can click preview again. And you can see my signatures now down there. So again, I just have to iterate that a couple of times to get it in the right place. But it's a nice quick way of making sure that you can iterate the mapping process and validate that your PDF output is correct. So that's really it. If you have PDF templates, you can import them into the documents menu. You would build an app to match the data you want to capture, and then from the documents menu, you use the mapping to connect the fields together. And don't forget, when you build the app, to change the type to be document rather than report. So I hope that helps.